Welcome to a day in the life. I got a bunch of stuff to do and some viewer mail, which might be cool. So I don't know what's in it yet. We'll find out together. Here we go. See this thing? It's pretty beefy. I'll put my hand on it for scale. I just got it today. I'll show you what it's for. So, do you see these holes? They're deep holes. See, like that. Here's what happened. I bought wood. If you guys watch my videos a lot, you know that the side of the stable where we store the wood, more holes here, by the way. See these ruts, this stuff here, yard all like torn up. Sorry about the shadows. I'm trying to give you some perspective on the size of the holes. Well, the bulk of this wood that's under here, I didn't split all that. I bought split wood. Whatever. So some of this I did split. Anyway, the truck that came with all that wood, it wasn't a pickup truck. It was one of those like giant trucks that like dumps gravel and has the big lifting, you know, bed on it, I guess you call it, the hydraulic, whatever. Well, he drove back here, and he didn't go exactly where I wanted him to go. He went here, this area that's a mess, and it's a little soft. I told him to go back here where it's not so soft. So what happened is, when he raised the back of the bed, I guess I'll call it, you know, the thing that held all the wood, all the weight went to his rear tires and they sunk in. And when he lowered it again, the rear tires were totally sunk. He was stuck and he couldn't get out. So I was like, all right, this sucks. I'll get the tractor, see if we can do anything. Well, my tractor is a 45 horsepower tractor. You'll see it. It didn't really have much impact on moving his truck. So then he got two of his trucks, and we had in this big line my tractor pulling one of his trucks, pulling another one of his trucks, pulling the giant truck that delivered the wood. And it didn't work at all. All we ended up doing is just wrecking my backyard. And it's not as bad as it once was. I took a shovel and tried to like level it all out, but I don't know. Something about digging a shovel into dirt that's like a few inches above the grass line, and it wasn't working for me. So I'm trying this landscape rake that goes on your tractor. We'll see if it works better. Alright, this thing is the ratchet rake. I'm not sure I can recommend it because it's so expensive for what you get, but here's me putting it on for the first time. I think I got it. All right, now the hope is that I can get this to a stage where we can mow over it without it being like an event or something to drive around. And here we go. All right, well, the deepest parts are gone. I definitely rearranged the pattern, so we'll see what that's worth over time. All right, so, wind. The ratchet rate thing worked. It did what it's supposed to, trying to cover the mic. And this is what the yard looks like now. It's probably hard to tell, like, how smooth it is or how bumpy it is, but I would say it's 80% better. There's the patch I filmed. I just took down the high spots and put them in the low spots, and then I came around with a shovel and sort of finished it in and did the final touches. We'll see what happens after a rain or two. I'm hoping that it levels and starts to regrow and gets better, but one less thing to worry about. So when I had the fireplace installed, we have this like fire stove insert thing. This is the mantle that was there beforehand. And the guy that installed it was like, yeah, I'll just put the mantle in the stable and everything will be cool. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, you know, in case I need it for later or something. It's been 5 months and it's just like trash taking space in here. So I took it out and now it's trash that my wife doesn't like the look of. So let's get rid of it.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a slip, and a kicking from the hip, everybody was kung fu.
All right, I'm a little red from that fire. I am going to teach you people how to wire a receptacle because, for heaven's sakes, it's a life skill that everybody should have. Step 1, turn off the power at the circuit breaker. The way these work is pretty straightforward. This thing up here is the master breaker. If you turn it off here, all the ones below it have no power. Another alternative, this is the right circuit breaker, it's the only one hooked up, is I could have just turned it off here. I happen to have them both turned off, but that would be just as safe, on here and off here. On here and off there would be safe too. Both on, not safe. We'll do double off for no mistakes. All right, how to wire up a receptacle. First, we're gonna start with a junction box. This is a junction box. You use it whenever you put a receptacle in, a light switch in, or even if you're just splicing two wires together to make them longer, that splice happens inside of a junction box. This kind with nails is for new construction. This isn't new construction, but it is wide open, so I can use the kind with nails. There's another alternative that have these tabs, and when you screw it in, the tab flips up. I don't have that here, or I'd show it to you. But if you wanted to add a light switch or a receptacle, or sometimes like, there's a light switch, there's power there. You could run and have an outlet right underneath any light switch of yours, and it would be fine. But anyway, what we're gonna do first is pop out the thing here so the cords can go in. And if you think ahead a little bit, you'll do it while it's low and accessible instead of when it's already nailed on. So anyway, now we have holes for the wires to go in. And we will put this, just eyeballing in here, this isn't fine construction. Like that. All right, next we're gonna strip our wires. Here, go to my hands here. So I have a wire going in, which you've already seen, and then off camera I ran this one, which is gonna go out. The name of the game here is to leave yourself enough tail to work with, but not so much tail that when you shove the receptacle back in, that there's not gonna be room. My observation is that newer receptacles tend to have a little more room in them than old receptacles. Like I've got some metal ones in here from whatever, 20, 30 years ago. And when you push them in, you really run out of room. These are kind of spacious. So I'm gonna give myself a tail about that big. How big yours is up to you. But something like that is my recommendation. Okay, pull back the fun here, and in this you'll find 3 wires. If you find 4 wires, then you're dealing with a 3-way switch, and that's a topic for another day. But if you find 3 wires, then you're dealing with sort of a normal situation, and that's what we're doing here.
Can I just say that I'm trying really hard not to shake the camera, but
It's tricky?
it's tricky because I'm like extending my arm standing on a ladder.
All right, round of applause for the camera woman who is doing her best. All right, because this wire is solid in the middle as opposed to stranded, I find it pretty straightforward to strip. I like to take off about a ½ an inch or about a centimeter if you're not American, and it usually strips pretty well. By the way, if you're not American, I don't know how your stuff is different. You guys use 220 everywhere? I don't know. And then the next thing is, so with your receptacle, I'll show you it in a second, but you have an option of going either straight or curved. All the pros do curved, so I do too, even though I'm not a pro. To curve them is pretty straightforward. When I was young, and when I first started doing this, I would get like special tools. I'd use my needle nose pliers. And I watched my brother, who is a pro, he just grabs it by the tip with his wire cutters and puts a little hook on like that. Grab it by the tip, put a little hook on, grab it by the tip, put a little hook on, etc. And I do that with all of these guys so that it's ready to go onto the receptacle. Like that. All right, this is a 20 amp receptacle. You'll see there's 4 bolts in the back plus the ground. The ground is super straightforward. It's the copper one, the one that doesn't have any insulation on it. These guys are your hot and your neutral. So this one's labeled hot. It's been my observation, although you can't count on it, that the neutral is usually on the same side as the ground, but not always. So you have to read the words on the back and make sure that that the hot is the hot. And black is almost always hot. it's supposed to be hot. So so put the black side on the hot side, the white side on the neutral side, and then the ground down here. Okay, so the problem I sometimes have, it is difficult to get both neutrals underneath one screw. So you can hook them both and put them under there. You can maybe even loop the other one around here so much that you're confident that they'll always be touching. But I think the right way to do it, so the way I'm definitely doing it on camera, is to put them together with a pigtail. So, sweetheart, if you go up to the wires here, if you can see, these are my two bare ones, right? And this is my wire nut. I'm going to put the three of these things here under one wire nut as best I can. And I don't always get all three hooked in the first time. Hopefully I do, since I'm being recorded, but it's kind of like typing, or I feel like I swear I type way better when no one's looking. And pull, pull, pull. Oh, good, I got it. All right, so now all three of these are connected together, and we're gonna make this the one that hooks onto the outlet. It's ready to go. Do you see these plates here?
Yes.
You can go straight behind them and then just tighten down on top. And that's kind of easy. But the pros I talk to say that that's not guaranteed to stay connected. That's why they like the hook. And that's why I'm teaching you it that way, because pros taught it to me that way. All right, this goes like this. And we'll hook this guy on like that. Tighten it on. So you might be wondering if it matters, like if this white is here and here, or there and there, or on the black, same thing. Are they here or there? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in terms of code. It doesn't matter in terms of like functionality. Like mechanically, ethically, legally, so long as the whites go on the whites and the blacks go on the blacks, you're fine. Some people like, you know, both the inputs up top and both the outputs at the bottom. But anyway is actually fine. You do what you want to do. All right, and now because our tails weren't too big, we can just get this guy here. That guy there. And then the last step, aside from testing, is your wall plate. Now it's safe and ready to go. All right, since we last left, I got like a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of work that there was to do. And I just started buzzing around like, I don't know, not sure where to start. And I did the same thing I do in business, in college papers, and work around the house. Just do something. Just do a thing, and then you'll start building like a track record of success, so you feel more confident in tackling stuff, and you'll then you'll have less in front of you too. So anyway, I just did a thing. I will show you what that thing was. First off, I can see that it's working. Anyway, you see this? I kept the old light switch because I thought it was cool. And it tells you that the light is on because this controls the loft upstairs. Now, I'll warn you that the light fixtures, I haven't replaced them yet. They're still the old ones. But I tied into all this wiring, and now upstairs has light, glorious light. So that's one thing. And then the other thing I did, this isn't tested yet, so you're seeing it for the first time just like me. Oh, please let it work. It's totally not working. Let me see if I need to like flip a thing. Ah. I have to figure out why the garage door opener is not working. I got it. I just had to press the button a couple times. I've seen that before with GFCIs. Sometimes they don't just like instantly work. Sorry about the shaky camera. Anyway, now, it does. It sounds better than the one in the house. It should. It's like a week old. But is it gonna be set up right? Sweet. Okay, so the upstairs now has power. It has light and it has power. And the downstairs has a working garage door opener. That's a day for me. All right, so a little worn out. I'm doing the gamma thing. But I have had fans send me fan mail, packages actually. And I'm not sure what's in them. We're gonna open them for the first time. But it should be neat. We're gonna do a fan mail opening. I will warn you, sometimes they are the nature, hey Woody, love you, this is what I want from you. And it could be like a job or gifts or who knows. So for me, sometimes those things fall flat. We'll see what it is. But I'm gonna stir this, drink it, and open some fan mail. All right, so let's see what we get here. Two of these are old and one of them is brand new. This one, I hope I didn't show his address. Sir Matthew Woodworthington IV, which is close, but not my real name. Trying to open this. I don't know exactly how. Oh, well that I'm excited about. Let's see what this says. Horrible handwriting, LOL. I'm glad you got Sailing La Vagabond on PKA. When they were reached out to me on YouTube, I hear they are going to be great. I knew they were going to be great. So this one's fairly new. SO to Riley and lasagna. Also, 1010 on the Australian accent, Woody. Well, thank you. Hey Woody, just wanted to wish you a late happy birthday. Hope you enjoyed it. Sent you a knife. Fell in love with the past couple months. I've had it since December and it's been great. It's not an original knife, as you know. Or if you don't know, Chris Reeve is the maker of the model. He asked for $700 to $1,000 for his knives, and that's a lot. This is kind of a knockoff. All right. Thank you so much. Let's check this out. I've had like a knife thing, like an everyday carry thing. I stare at YouTube or people, I watch what's in people's pockets and stuff like that. And wow, fancy leather carrying case. Sweet. Wow, this is like a man's knife. It has a weight to it. Well, thank you so much. Let's use it for the rest of our opening. So let's see. This says hashtag PKA on it, which is how I knew it was a thing. I'm going to open it a little off camera because it's hard not to show people's addresses. All right. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Good Lord. He taped up everything. Let's see what we have. It's like a tin box. What the? More knives. Oh, very nice. Thank you. So it has a letter. Just looking at it, covering a name. I don't want to show too much. Long-time sub, huge fan, love everything you do, keep up the good work. I know you have a thing for knives, well thank you, and I thought I'd send this to you. They're collectible, decorative pocket knives, and among other stuff, wolf-related items when my grandfather passed away some years back. I kept them because I knew they'd have a home somewhere. I haven't been able to find a set like these anywhere else, and I have no idea what they're worth, but I think you'd appreciate them more than I do. Oh my gosh. They just won't sit in a box somewhere in my closet. I hope you enjoy them as my grandfather did. Well, wow. That means even more. Thank you so much. Super cool. Huh. Well, shucks. With a new knife, let's open the last package. I'm trying to identify the address so I don't show it to you. 1 second. There. Now you can't see his address. It's gone. And I can open it properly. Let's see. Sorry it took so long to get these to you. Procrastination is no excuse. Oh, well, don't feel bad because it took me forever just to open it. And there's another package. Let's see. Sorry these are late. In America, it's kind of a bitch like that. I wanted to get all you guys something, but I couldn't find Taylor's address. That being said, I hope you get the bonus. That you got the bonus in the form of Taylor's gift. Okay. Taylor. You and Kyle received a PKA. I hope your family is well. I hope times are prosperous for you. I'd also like to thank you for your advice over the years because I'm now engaged to my dream girl. Well, awesome. 2018. Well, wow. Good for him. Oh, where's Colin?
Upstairs. Allison.
We got stuff.
Colin, come down. Come here for a minute.
Is that cool? Trying to.
He said 50 seconds.
50 seconds. Colin's playing a game, so he's stuck. Anyway, I think I'm going to let him have this one, and I'm going to keep that one. There's one for you and one for me. This one's yours.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, this last thing is not fan mail, but I thought you guys might be interested in Colin's new boots. These have what's called a metatarsal guard, and they're pretty badass. Like, here. This top part has this like carbon fiber metatarsal guard, and of course it has a steel toe, and it has this guard. So if he hits himself with an axe again, not that we're using the axes very soon, but this is meant for...
Yeah, it was the wrong boot last time.
He said he had the wrong boot last time. So if you hit yourself with an axe or a chainsaw, or maybe you're in like the welding industry and like hot molten iron hits this or something, it protects the top of your foot from bad things. It's not like it's bulletproof or anything, but it would definitely... I wish I could show you how like hard this is. Like, it would definitely be a step in the right direction to protect what I assume are some sensitive and weakened tendons on the top of his foot right now. So, Colin is going to be well protected.
I could work with you.
Yeah. Oh, and here, let me just show you his feet. Colin is wearing normal shoes right now, and I'm super excited about that. So he got his boot off yesterday.
Yeah.
And now he's walking around in regular shoes.
Yeah. You tell me don't take my shoes off.
What did I tell you?
Don't take your shoes off.
Don't. Oh, yeah. He can't walk around barefoot yet. He's out of the boot, but he can't be barefoot unless he's sleeping. So anyway, I'm so happy that the boot is off, because in my head, it was just a monument to my bad parenting. And now it's said and done with, and we have these guys, which should be a monument to better parenting.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hard. So my wife is making me steak, Is this how everybody makes it, in like a cast iron skillet type thing?
I think other people make it on a grill.
On a grill, she has this like seasoned skillet. It turns out well most of the time. And I think we don't have a potato. Normally I have steak and potato. How often do you think I have steak? I was thinking maybe twice a month.
Yeah, you used to have it once a week.
Uh-huh.
And now you have it like once every 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that was my estimate too.
Yeah,
So doing steak, rice, mushrooms, and what?
mixed vegetables, I think peas and carrots.
Awesome. All right, so
Pretty
I'm
good
going to
dinner.
try and shower super fast before the steak is done.
You have 6 minutes.
I'm going to shower after steak. All right, it's like a rainy sunset out there. Probably can't see it. But, so I have PKA tonight in about half an hour, actually. And I have to get all cleaned up. That's why I'm here by my shower. Chiz has been doing such an amazing job getting amazing guests for like months now. You know, people that are like legit famous, like Anthony Cumia or, like Hank Green, Tim Kennedy, stuff like that. I'm almost hoping, I don't know who the guest is tonight. I'm almost hoping it's someone more chill, like either like a Wings of Redemption or a Quibble Cop who like knows the show so well they could be a fourth host as opposed to, like a guest that gets all the attention or no guest. Yeah, no guest. I said it right. So that the three of us, I don't know. I'm sort of down for a more laid back show, but we'll see who we have tonight and, do the best thing that we know how to do. All right, so I'm just getting ready for the show. This is what my desk looks like. I think a lot of people know. This center one will have, is there anything private on there? No. The center one will have PKA, like the people, and I'll screen cap it. And then over here I'll have OBS and put it all together. And usually I get here a few minutes before everyone else and sort of set this up. And I just found out who the guest is. It's Harley from, I assume it's Harley from Epic Mealtime. That's the only Harley I know. And I kind of got my wish. He's like a mix. He's a big deal, but he's been on the show a couple times and I feel like he just grooves well with everybody. So, I don't know. I'm looking for more relaxed, kickback, goof PKA compared to the like more, like the Tim Kennedy one where it's like, how do you do this? What is that about? Stuff like that. So anyway, getting ready for PKA. I feel like I'm 80% there. There's only so much I can do. Like a lot of the setup and things, I have to have the call active to like screen grab and whatnot. And, anyway, I'll let you go. Looks like Kyle and Taylor are here, so I'm going to talk to them pre-show. All right, so here's the word. It looks like Harley is running 20 minutes late. I think we'll just delay the show for him. I'm here with Kyle and Chiz pre-show, and I think we're going to get Taylor any second now. And Harley's late. He told his guy to tell us that he was running late, and he didn't. So he's like, I'm rushing home. I'm sorry my guy didn't tell you. I'm willing to run over as many children as necessary to get there ASAP. So that's where we are. PKA is going to, I wish you guys could talk to my camera, but I'm almost chill about it. Like, oh, really? Do I have 20 more minutes to like kick back, maybe have a coffee before the show? To tell you the truth, I think I'd rather start at 8:20 than on time. Kyle said he's had a long flipping day, and I think he's also feeling 8:20 better for you also? Yeah. He said he'd love a chill moment. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So taking a chill moment. I'm glad Harley's late. Not a problem. All right, so now it is 1:10, 1 a.m., something like that. The show just wrapped up. Everyone else is gone. They're going to bed, or I think Kyle's playing video games or something. This is where I start rendering. I have to make the MP3. We get that uploaded. The deal is we have this Patreon level where people pay to get instant access to the show. So whereas previously, like I might upload it Saturday and I have Friday or whatever to like goof off. Now I don't go to bed until the work is done. And sometimes that work is done just means I kick off the upload, we share the URL, and then it all works while I'm gone. but I've got to get like my stuff done before bedtime. So that's what I'm working on now. Some things I can't upload until the renders are finished, so time goes on. The show was awesome. I felt like the whole thing flowed. Harley crushed it. He did an amazing job. And, you know, Kyle and Taylor did a good job. I don't know if I did a good job. I'm always my toughest critic. I had my moments. And, but it was 3.5 hours long. I think it was a little more than that, like 3:37 or something. And there's a point in there where Kyle is like, you know what? I think we should just end it. No more like, don't drag it out just to hit 4 hours. Let's just wrap it. It's been high energy, the entire thing. It was great. Leave them wanting more. And that's what we did. So we'll see how people react to it. I had another topic. I'll tell you what it was. A little vlog detail. Oh, what was the worst place you've ever thrown up? Right? It was an Ask Reddit thing. I saw it. I thought it might inspire interesting or funny anecdotes. But on the other hand, it could have just fallen short. I noticed a lot lately when I do these, it feels like I ask a question and then quickly like that question gets ignored and it just rolls into more stories or whatever. And I probably shouldn't care, but I do, and I think I need to work towards caring less. It doesn't matter if the question gets answered. I think it just matters if the show is good. But, you know, I have this temptation to be like, dude, we never really satisfied this, like, question that we asked. I mean, we don't need to. But anyway, that question, worst place you ever throw up, maybe it'll show up in some future show. But really, it wasn't like, you know, gonna knock it out of the park. It was just an ordinary topic, kind of conversation starter. So we wrapped it just under 4 hours, like 3:37, just over 3.5 is probably more accurate. We'll see what people think. I don't know. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call my day in the life over here. It seems like a long time ago since, what did I start my morning doing? Something before burning did I change a receptacle? I don't even know. It has been a full day. From 8 in the morning to 1 at night. And welcome to a day in the life of Woody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, if you make it this far, click thumbs up. I appreciate it when you do that. And I'm thinking of making more day in the lives, and you know, that like ratio, it makes me feel good. It inspires me to make more videos. So thumbs up if you made it this far. It would be really nice. I'd appreciate that.